guy with all this collectivism and Namby-Pamby stuff. I need more individuals in this world.
Yeah, it was not.
Jose yesterday during Keys. Eric, him and Nick and all that stuff to talk to. They were like all talking about how the kids make like $800 next week playing all these graduations. I reminded him that we used to do that. The chancellor, loves music, environment, and a friend of ours. So we really want our kids to represent.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Dr. David Marquez, professor from the Department of Kinesiology and Nutrition. On behalf of the faculty of the College of Applied Health Sciences, I welcome you to this evening's ceremony. As we begin, to assure that everyone enjoys this meaningful event, would you please take a moment now to turn off or mute all cell phones, pagers, or other electrical devices that may detract from the enjoyment for all. Thank you. Thank you. I am pleased to introduce Megan Wynn, a graduating student who's earning a doctorate from our occupational therapy program. Megan will lead us in singing the Star-Spangled Banner. At this time, I ask that all rise if you are able during the song. Words can be found on the back cover of your program booklet.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we'd hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we'd watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Bo Fernhall, and I'm the proud dean of the UIC College of Applied Health Sciences. On behalf of the University of Illinois Board of Trustees, the president of the University of Illinois, and the faculty, staff, and administration of the University of Illinois at Chicago, I am pleased to welcome you to the UIC College of Applied Health Sciences commencement ceremony. Before we proceed, I would first like to recognize the members of the platform party. Members, please stand if you're able when I call your name. Audience, please hold your applause until all the members have been introduced. Tim Killeen, President of the University of Illinois. Dee Dee Williams, Secretary of the Board of Trustees of the University. Michael Emeritus, Chancellor of the University of Illinois at Chicago. Robert Barish, Vice Chancellor for Health Affairs. Nikos Varelas, Vice Provost for Undergraduate Affairs. Joanna Groden, Vice Chancellor for Research. Laura Lee Juncker, Associate Dean of the Graduate College. Stephen Blair, our keynote speaker. Harriet Gilliam Robinet, Honorary Doctor of Humane Letters, and her daughter Linda. John Santani, Associate Dean for Administration. Eric Meredith, Chair of the AHS College Alumni Board. Philip Clifford, Associate Dean for Research. Anthony Fiola, Head, Department of Biomedical and Health Information Sciences. Tamar Heller, Head, Department of Disability and Human Development. Kelly Tappenden, Head, Department of Kinesiology and Nutrition. Yolanda Suarez Balcazar, Head, Department of Occupational Therapy. Ross Arena, Head, Department of Physical Therapy. Michelle Moy, President, AHS Student Council. And Manako Yabe, who will give the student address. Thank you. A little over 40 years ago, on January 1, 1979, the College of Applied Health Sciences was established as an independent college, even though many of our programs began as far back as 1918. Since our founding, our faculty and staff have dedicated themselves to our vision of a world in which every person can live a healthy and self-determined life. As such, our job goes beyond preparing you into outstanding educators, discoverers, collaborators, and advocates. Indeed, our job is to transform you. Today's commencement ceremony marks the day of your transformation from student to alumnus. We celebrate your transformation in this milestone 40th year anniversary video. Our students already knew this, but I hope the family and friends really get an appreciation for the wonderful college that your family, your children, grandchildren will be graduating from. As graduates, you yourselves are now ready to transform healthcare practice and social system in advancement related to our vision. Thanks to you, I'm confident that our future is great and the future of our nation is in good hands. I wish each of you the very best life has to offer. Now, I would like to ask the class of 2019 to please stand if you're able. Please stand. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2019. Class of 2019, you know that you would not be here today if it were not for two special groups. First, the faculty and staff of the college who taught and guided you. Would the faculty and staff please stand if you're able? Now, class of 2019, please turn around and face the audience. These are the people who are with you all the way, your family, friends, and loved ones. Big applause. Please be seated. I now have the distinct honor of introducing Tim Killeen, President of the University of Illinois. When he took office in 2015, Dr. Killeen brought more than 3 decades of experience as a teacher, researcher, and administrator in public higher education and in top leadership positions with national scientific research agencies. Dr. Killeen is committed to continuing the University of Illinois system's rise as a global leader through academic program that transforms students' lives and the pioneering innovations that drives progress and economic growth. Please join me in welcoming the President of the University of Illinois, Dr. Tim Killeen.
Good evening. It is my honor, profound honor, and distinct pleasure to congratulate you, the class of 2019. I don't have to tell you that this is a really big day, maybe the biggest day yet, and one of a handful to come in your lives that will stick in your memory forever. So be proud, live it up, wear out the cameras on your cell phones if that's at all possible, then tweet and post those happy pictures of you, your family and friends for everyone to see. And if you're anything like me, in 40 years you'll say, was that my hair? You've earned every hug, handshake, high five, and fist bump. Savor them all. And I hope you land a few cards with cash in them to boot. This is also a really big day for those of here who have had the privilege of helping guide your educational journey. Our wonderful UIC faculty, your family, friends, and supporters. Commencements are our biggest days of the year, celebrations that reflect the very core of what the University of Illinois system is all about. As your time here has shown you, the U of I system is many, many remarkable things, a massive enterprise with impact that reaches literally around the world through its groundbreaking scholarship, research, discovery, and innovation. But boiled down to its fundamental basics, it's all about you, world-class education and our students. You have been at the center of our mission all the way back to our system's founding more than a century and a half ago. We were created here to open our doors wide to every deserving student, not just the privileged few, providing an education that would transform lives one by one and collectively send off new waves of talent year after year to lift the fortunes of our state, our nation, and our world. It's an enormous responsibility. and one that our universities have fulfilled with such distinction that the U of I system has cemented a place as one of the world's most accomplished and respected educators. So be proud. Our high global standing is rooted in values foreshadowed more than a century ago by our fourth president, Edmund James, who guided an era of explosive growth that helped make us the powerhouse we are today. And in 1904, as his presidency began, he had this to say about what was then a fledgling single-campus university. He said, "Great things are waiting if we only measure up to our opportunities, if we only perform faithfully and simply the duties which the state thrusts upon us." I doubt, though, that even he could imagine the heights we would reach 115 years later. But we can rise even higher to a place as the gold standard for higher education in this century. And we need you to help to do that into the future. Remain part of our family. Our ambitious goals are very important, and as President James said, we need to perform them faithfully and simply, and I would like to add with excellence and integrity painted through everything we do. Integrity defines us. It's our touchstone in classrooms and laboratories, on soccer fields and baseball fields. Honesty and strong moral character are at the heart of those values, but they run far deeper. We are also forthright, hardworking, and transparent. We're grounded. We never cut corners, and we always share credit. We are dedicated, loyal, and focused squarely on the public good. We're thoughtful, respectful, and determined to do the right thing to make people proud, even when no one is watching. We always take the high road, and we deeply celebrate diversity and inclusion. These bedrock UIC values don't go unnoticed. Coupled with our rich legacy of excellence, they have added to our allure as a go-to destination, helping us set system-wide enrollment records once again, building on our ranks of world-class faculty and forging new research paradigms to tackle society's most pressing challenges. Better yet, those defining values also radiate for decades to come through the lessons that each and every one of you carries into the world. With the more than 22,000 fellow graduates who join you every year, you are blowing fresh, strong winds of reason into an air that has some divisiveness and negativity that sometimes pervades our nation in these turbulent times. So you are important. Enjoy today's celebration. Please come back often to tell us about your next big achievements in your careers and in your communities. And be sure to thank the parents, family, and friends who supported you along the way. Their contributions to your success are literally immeasurable, and they should share the pride and the credit on this special day. My congratulations again to the class of 2019.
I now have the distinct honor of introducing Michael Emeritus, Chancellor of the University of Illinois at Chicago. Michael Emeritus became the 9th Chancellor of the University of Illinois at Chicago in March 2015. During his tenure to date, UIC established clear priorities for the future, surpassed 30,000 students for the first time in its history, and began an ambitious new phase of construction of much-needed facilities. He has strengthened the university's relationship with the city of Chicago and engaged in an effort to bring greater national and international visibility to UIC. With a background in chemical engineering, Chancellor Emeritus holds degrees from the Aristotle University in Thessaloniki and the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Please welcome Chancellor Michael Emeritus.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the University of Illinois at Chicago Spring Commencement ceremonies. Families and friends of our graduates, mothers always first, not only this weekend, fathers, brothers and sisters, grandmothers, grandfathers, spouses, partners, children, aunts, uncles, cousins, nieces, nephews, in-laws, friends, and neighbors of our graduates, thank you for being here today, and thank you for everything that you have done to support our students. We have a great class of 2019 to present to you, but watching and listening to you so far, I'm starting having doubts that you agree with me. You see, I haven't heard you being really loud. I haven't heard you cheering, shouting, clapping. I haven't heard you demonstrating your joy and pride. Despite the decent efforts of the dean, what you got, graduates, was something between a polite clapping and maybe I'm happy. I'm actually afraid that I'm more proud of you than your friends and your families are. So I'm going to give them one more opportunity to redeem themselves tonight as I say, congratulations, class of 2019. It's okay to do this. It's okay to do this because this is a party. It's a celebration tonight. It's not some kind of a religious ceremony or trying to intimidate you, but it's okay to do that, and thank you for showing how much you care about them. Graduates, I want to join your dean in thanking your professors, your mentors and advisors, and the UIC staff members. The ones who helped push you through your most challenging projects and assignments when you couldn't see past the mountain of work, especially when you piled it up at the last moment. A big thank you to them. Please join me in thanking the faculty and the staff of the College of Applied Health Sciences. And also take a moment to congratulate and thank the persons that they are around you right here. Your classmates, your study groups, your lab groups, for some of you, your clinical groups, the people that you work with, the people that kept each other awake before exams and sometimes during classes. You're all here today as one graduating class. And now it's all about you. You did it together, you're graduating. Since this is my final opportunity to offer some words before you confer your degrees, I want to go over what you will be taking with you when you walk out of these doors today as UIC alumni. Of course, you will be walking out with your academic credentials, with your degrees. Well, the truth is that you're not going to be walking out with your degrees. You will get an empty folder when you walk through here, but we'll send it. It's going to be in the mail. Trust me about that. But the point is that you will be walking out with a strong fundamental understanding of the principles of your discipline. But that's only one component. You are also living with a real life experience that comes from completing projects, from completing research, and in some cases clinical assignments, and for meeting important deadlines. These are qualities that employers look for. And the fact that many of you balance jobs and in many cases family obligations along with your academic responsibilities shows your deep level of commitment, responsibility, and the determination to succeed. You will be also leaving UIC with a foundation you will need to join society as a fully engaged member in our rapidly changing world. Over the last 4 or 5 or 6 years, I hope not 7, you have been engaged in a global community right here at the center of a global city. You have experience with people who speak different languages, with people who come from different religious and cultural backgrounds. And you have thrived in an inclusive environment that has defined your education and your university experience. UIC's environment is unique in this sense and has prepared you for the future that is coming. You will also be leaving UIC with an enhanced responsibility for civic engagement and service to others, especially those who are underserved. This is one of the core values of this university, and you saw it in the video. It's a core value of the college as well. And during your studies here, you have seen the entire university community participate in such efforts, and you have done so yourselves. This is the tradition and legacy of UIC's faculty, students, staff, and alumni. And finally, I hope that you will leave UIC with a lot of pride for your alma mater. This is a university that demonstrates academic excellence at its highest level. It is also a university that generates new knowledge through its world-class research, while at the same time, this is a university that has a tremendous impact on the lives and well-being of the most vulnerable citizens of this city and of this state. And I urge you to proudly tell the people that you will meet in your new work environments that you have not only graduated from Chicago's only public research university, but you have in fact graduated from the university for Chicago. On behalf of UIC, I promise you that we will always be your university and will continue to support you. Like you, we will continue to grow in strength and reputation, enhancing in the process the value of your degrees. We will continue to make you proud, the same way that you have made us proud, not only today, but throughout your stay here. After all, the greatness of a university is the sum of its alumni, and you are now part of this equation. And please remember to share your future accomplishments with us. Please come back and visit, mentor the students who follow in your footsteps. Put in your calendars right now, May of 2039. This is your 20-year anniversary. We hope to see you here. I'm not going to be here, but I hope you will be here. And set up an example for the students that follow. Graduates, go out and tell the world about what you have accomplished at UIC, because you are now our greatest ambassadors. Congratulations, class of 2019, and Godspeed.
We're thrilled to have with us this evening an exceptional guest speaker, Dr. Stephen Blair. Stephen Blair is internationally known for his research that connects lifestyle, health, focusing on exercise, physical fitness, body composition, and chronic disease. He's a distinguished professor emeritus of exercise science and epidemiology and biostatistics in the University of South Carolina Arnold School of Public Health. Dr. Blair was senior scientific editor of the 1996 U.S. Surgeon General Report on Physical Activity and Health, a groundbreaking report on the benefits of exercise and healthy lifestyle to improve the health of all Americans. He's the past president of the American College of Sports Medicine, the National Coalition for Promoting Physical Activity, and the American Kinesiology Academy. His honors include the Surgeon General's Medallion of the U.S. Public Health Service, the National Institute of Health Merit Award, and the American College of Sports Medicine Honor Award, and the American Heart Association Population Science Award. He's a fellow of such organizations as the American College of Epidemiology, Society for Behavioral Medicine, and the European Society of Preventive Medicine. He was listed by Thomson Reuters as one of the world's most influential scientific minds. He's the author of more than 700 published scientific papers and chapters, and he's among the world's most highly cited exercise scientists. And personally, I used to think I liked him until he told me his PR for the marathon, which was better than mine. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Stephen Blair.
Thank you, Bo, but it was only a few seconds better. It wasn't a lot, but just a little bit. And Bo, I wanted to thank you. Are my slides coming up? Oh, there they go. Okay, good. And I can see over here what they are. Good. Thank you for inviting me, but I am now a little irritated with you, Bo, because you preceded my dumb comments with these brilliant and thoughtful comments and remarks from all the leaders up here behind me. And hey, I agree with everything they all said. You're doing a terrific job here at this institution. Keep it up. So I will give you just a little bit of advice if I can figure out how to work this thing. Yes, again, as I said, I am glad to be here, and of course we all congratulate the parents, but I did steal a line from one of our commencement speakers a few years ago. Parents, the national bank of mom and dad never closes. I'm sorry to tell you that, says the guy with one kid who has a doctoral degree in public health and one who has a master's. There are always things that you can do. Again, as I say, you see on the slide, how in the world did a dumb farm boy like me even get through college and get to a great place like this? I did listen to Grandpa. Yeah, get a job in out of the weather. How can you beat that? So, we have huge public health problems in the United States and around the world. And you can't go through any week, any day without being bombarded about obesity and poor diet and don't eat that sugar and blah, blah, blah. Do we have epidemics of obesity and physical inactivity? Yes, as you saw on the last slide. But there is so much nonsense out there, not only in the public press, the fake news, can I say that? The fake news, but also in the scientific press. But here's something I noted a few years ago in England, a big national science meeting in England, and address was given by a top-notch scientist heading one of the research organizations, and here are his claims. I take it, well, these people can't all read, right? I don't have to read slides to them. So, okay. So you see what this, at least what the newspaper reporter reported this guy said. So look at that. Over that 30-year period, 1980 to 2010, the average British person was typically eating 2,000 or more calories per day. Now, I know some of you are physiologists. You probably all know kind of the standard, and I know some physiologists like to argue with me on this. But if you eat 3,500 extra calories, then you burn, that's going to get stored as fat. So every 3,500 calories, what? So this means if this nitwit was correct, the average Brit now weighs 4 tons. But this is the kind of nonsense you see again and again. And no change in energy expenditure. Really? Been no change? There are a lot of different Now, if we look at national data in this country over the last few decades on people that report playing tennis, swimming, running, those numbers really haven't changed very much. But that's not all of your energy expenditure from moving your body. There are a lot of other ways this happens. For example, occupational physical activity. Now look at that. Tim Church dug up some data over I think it's 50 or 60 years, and these different categories. I mean, everyone in here could have drawn this figure over this 50, 60-year period. Sitting on your bottom jobs, sedentary jobs, they've gone up and up and up. Mining, manufacturing, goods producing, gone down and down. You see that bottom line there of agriculture, even back before then, 1957 or so, farm boy out in Kansas said, as Grandpa said, get an education, get a job in out of the weather. So I did. So, and of course, we started leaving, more of us leaving agriculture. But look at those service jobs back when several of us started our careers, and you wanted to send a letter to some colleague, you might even, if you had a typewriter, it was one of those huge mechanical typewriters. You just had to pound and pound and pound to type, and then, or maybe you'd scribble something out, and you'd take it into your assistant, and he or she would type it and bring you the draft. And you'd look at, oh no, I need to change this, change that, make changes, then you take it back. So mechanical typing, walking back and forth with those drafts and so forth. And now, how do we do all of that? We all sit there with that electronic keyboard, send things back and forth. So even in sedentary jobs, we spend less energy. I said to Tim, there are these other jobs that, again, you see on the list, and I said, why don't you study those? Well, I'm too busy, you guys do it. So I got a PhD student. There is more research, even though you don't all have PhDs. So some of you enter graduate school and do some important research, like, well, what about energy expenditure in a household? Now, there's probably hardly anyone out here who doesn't remember when there was no such thing as a microwave oven. Some of you can remember that. Back then, when your mommy wanted to make some mashed potatoes, she might say, if you're a farm boy, go out and dig up some potatoes for me and wash them off. Okay, and then you peel them. And then she cooks them and mashes them and whatever, peas, beans. And now you go to the freezer, you take out that packet, put it in the microwave, and then you can go sit down and watch some more television. So we've engineered, and again, an old guy, and be 80 here shortly. I remember the first vacuum cleaner I ever saw out in Jewell County, Kansas. My grandma got one. It's probably about 1946. Oh my Lord, a vacuum. And now, of course, we can look at gardening, and one of my neighbors across the street has a lawn that isn't as big as this area right here in front of the stage, but he's got a riding lawnmower to do that. And of course, some people have those lawnmowers that drive themselves around. And then one more thing, transportation. Yeah, when I started elementary school, one-room country school out in the country, I had to walk a quarter of a mile. But then, my God, they combined two of those schools and moved it 1.5 miles away. And now walk. Or Grandpa did give me a bicycle, so I could ride a bicycle, or Pat could take me. Pat, my pony. And riding a horse is about the same energy expenditure as walking. So even then, I got more exercise going to school. And now you go to an elementary school here, I'll bet it's the same here. Go by an elementary school, there'll be a long line of cars waiting to drop their kid off right at the door of the school. My goodness, don't drop them off down there on the corner and make them have to walk up that block. Oh, no. Yes, there's been a change in a lot of things. Well, I'm supposed to talk about fitness and fatness, and Bo said I could only take 2 hours for this bit, so I'm going to cut it back, I think, to 1.5 hours. And I'll show you some data from this big study I've been working on for several decades. This comes from a big clinic in Dallas where patients come for preventive medical exams. You can see on the slide, they get a very extensive exam. Each doc in this clinic sees about 4 patients a day. It's very intensive. And note the CRF, which is cardiorespiratory fitness. They all get a maximal exercise test on a treadmill. So we know their fitness. They go to exhaustion. They're prodded, keep going, keep going. It's pretty hard to lie to a treadmill. I did talk to Dr. Amaritis earlier, and I think about his exercise, and I think he might have exaggerated a little bit. Yeah, would you exaggerate? You know I'm teasing, but you can lie on those questionnaires. You can't lie to that treadmill when it's taking you to exhaustion. So we follow them up, see who lives, who dies. Here's one of the papers on the fitness-fatness topic. At this point, you see, well, again, you can read, quite a few men followed for several years. The MY is man years of observation. So if I follow you for 1 year, if you're a man, that's 1 man year. 10 men followed for 1 year, 10 man years, etc. So that's what that number means. And again, fitness assessed, calculated death rates. And here, note that, I can use a little pointer. Back then, normal weight was under 27.2 or something like that. So that was the points at that time. My words are coming up. Oh, my goodness. Listen to myself. So this is normal weight, this is overweight, and this is obese. Now, the yellow bars are the low fit from the maximal treadmill test. That's the bottom 20% in each age group, the bottom 20%. Moderate fitness is the next 40%. And high fit, it's not a bunch of marathon runners, well, they're in there, but it's 40% of the distribution. And just note that in every case, low, moderate, high fitness, big association across fitness. Now, there aren't, well, here, these are the overweight and obese. There aren't a lot of obese people who are high fit. There is at least one here in this room, can you guess? But anyway, so we combine them. But look at the death rate in these who are at least moderately fit compared to the normal weight people or men who were unfit. They were twice as likely to die. And then later, in this database, about 3/4 of them are men. So doing this kind of study, if you want to, epidemiology is a tough business. You got to go around and count up dead bodies. You got to really be tough to do that. But, so of course the women, they're only 25% of the population, so we didn't get as endpoints as quickly, and sometimes we couldn't carry out the analysis. And then also, I'm sorry to offend you, you blasted women are just not good subjects for studies like this. The darn women won't die, but the guys drop dead. Well, we get lots of dead bodies. That was a joke. You could laugh. But anyway, oops, how do I go back? Yeah. Here in the women, and I probably should have reorganized this slide a little bit, but again, the obese women who were fit, much lower risk of dying than the normal weight women who were unfit. Fitness is far more important for health outcomes than is obesity. Now, would I like to be a tall, handsome, skinny, movie star or something? Well, that'd be good. I have decided it's probably not going to happen, so I'll have to live with it. So is it more important to be fit than fat? Well, here's a story I like, again, some years ago. Again, you can all read this. This Navy tough guy who is, whatever the title is, Master at Arms. But you can see all the stuff he could do. Marathons, running, skating marathons. Tough. Always had great scores on evaluations. But he made a mistake. The Navy made a mistake, actually. I argued with him years ago when they did this. We've talked about BMI, but in Navy, they don't use the BMI. They use your neck-waist ratio. So, yeah, he's got kind of a big neck, not too big a neck, big waist. So he was over their cut point. Well, you can't stay in the Navy, you're too fat. Even though he did all of those things, and even though he had some liposuction, he still didn't meet their criteria. So they threw him out of the Navy. Awful story because his wife was dying of cancer. Well, I don't have to go into all of that. But I might want to go back, I guess, to that. One more point about this. If you were going to go out Saturday night walking around here in Chicago in some dangerous area, would you rather have fat guy Mick, who was thrown out of the Navy because he's too fat, or would you rather have one of these people? Hey, I'd say take Mick. He's proven that he's really tough. So is activity more important? Yes, no question. But I'm going to just finish up. You got a lot of... Does that mean I'm supposed to sit down now? Well, I love yeah, again, you can all read, take a look at this slide. But one thing I want to say, okay, you're graduating. Some of you are getting graduate degrees. You're smart. You're going to a great university. But smart people, even, well, at least one of the people on this stage has said some really dumb things and done some dumb things. And here's some examples of pretty crazy statements. Now, I want to tell you, I know it's hard for you to read this down at the bottom, but if I'd have been, what's his name? I can't even see it. Fred Smith. If I'd have been Fred Smith, professor, and he wrote me this paper about he was going to start a business called FedEx. This dumb professor gave him a C because it's not feasible. I think I would have said, yeah, that's a pretty good idea. Can I invest $10,000 in your company? Where would I be today? I wouldn't be here if I'd invested $10,000 in FedEx. But just look at, again, and the reason I put this up, be creative. Think about it. Don't listen to what stupid professors say. Think. We are wrong. Not only these examples, everybody on this stage has been wrong sometime. Well, I've only been wrong once, but not very often. But be creative. Think about it. Get out there. Do things. Make the world a better place. Thanks for your attention.
Thank you, Dr. Blair. And if you think that his initial work on fitness versus fatness was well received by everybody, that wasn't quite the truth. So the point is well made. This point of the ceremony marks the official conferral of degrees from the University of Illinois on behalf of the Board of Trustees. We will begin with an honorary degree. President Colleen, Chancellor Emeritus, and Secretary Williams, please come forward to present Harriet Gillum Robinet. Go closer to her, please. Harriet Gillum Robinet, you are an award-winning author of children's literature, drawing on your own heritage and experience, as well as the significant historical events in African American civil rights, to create writing that has inspired children and adults of all ages for decades. Your particular commitment to the struggles of children with disabilities is a hallmark of the University of Illinois at Chicago's mission of accessibility and opportunity for all. You published works that delve into historical fiction, and the tribulations of children with disabilities include Jay and the Marigold, Roddy the Red Cycle, Children of the Fire, Mississippi Chariot, If You Please, President Lincoln, Washington City is Burning, The Twins, The Pirates, and the Battle of New Orleans, 40 Acres and Maybe a Mule, Walking to the Bus Rider Blues, Missing from Haymarket Square, 12 Travelers, and 20 Horses. Your insightful portrayal of children and adults, their needs and struggles during a pivotal time in American history contains lessons for us all. Your literary awards match the enormous contributions you made and include the 1991 Friends of American Writers Award, the 2013 Illinois Reads Book, the 1997 Carl Sandburg Award, and the 1998 Midland Authors Award, and the 1999 Scott Odell Award for Historical Fiction for Children. In appreciation of your contributions to society, and upon the recommendations of the Senate of the University of Illinois at Chicago, I'm honored to present you to the President of the University for the honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters.
Upon this recommendation, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the University of Illinois, I hereby confer on you, Harriet Gillum Robinette, the honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, in token whereof we invest you with this hood and present you with this diploma.
Now we will proceed with the degree conferral for the Applied Health Sciences class of 2019. Doctor of Philosophy candidates, will you please rise if you're able? President Killeen, upon the recommendations of the faculty and by vote of the Senate, I have the honor to present these candidates for the degree of Doctorate of Philosophy.
Upon these recommendations, and by the authority of the Board of Trustees of the University of Illinois, I confer upon each of you the Doctor of Philosophy degree for which you have been presented, and admit you to all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities of that degree.
Please be seated. Doctor of Occupational Therapy candidates, will you please rise if you're able? President Killeen, upon the recommendations of the faculty and by vote of the Senate, I have the honor to present these candidates for the degree of Doctor of Occupational Therapy.
Upon these recommendations, and by the authority of the Board of Trustees of the University of Illinois, I confer upon each of you the Doctor of Occupational Therapy degree for which you have been presented, and admit you to all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities of that degree. Congratulations.
Please be seated. Doctor of Physical Therapy candidates, will you please rise if you're able? President Killeen, upon the recommendations of the faculty and by vote of the Senate, I have the honor to present these candidates for the degree of Doctor of Physical Therapy.
Upon these recommendations, and by the authority of the Board of Trustees of the University of Illinois, I confer upon each of you the Doctor of Physical Therapy degree for which you have been presented, and admit you to all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities of that degree. Congratulations.
Please be seated. Master of Science candidates, would you please rise if you're able? President Killeen, upon the recommendations of the faculty and by vote of the Senate, I have the honor to present these candidates for the degree of Masters of Science.
Upon these recommendations, and by the authority of the Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the Master of Science degree for which you have been presented, and admit you to all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities of that degree. Congratulations.
Please be seated. Bachelor of Science candidates, would you please rise if you're able? President Killeen, upon the recommendation of the faculty and by vote of the Senate, I have the honor to present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science.
Upon these numerous recommendations, and by the authority of the Board of Trustees of the University of Illinois, I confer upon each of you the degree of Bachelor of Science for which you have been presented, and admit you to all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities of that degree. Congratulations.
Please be seated. Certificate candidates, would you please rise if you're able? I have the honor to present the Illinois Board of Higher Education certificate candidates. Please be seated. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, the presentation of degree recipients. Our department heads will now introduce their academic programs and their faculty marshals. We will begin with Dr. Anthony Fiola from the Department of Biomedical and Health Information Sciences.
Thank you, Dean. My pleasure to introduce John Doherty, who is the Marshal of the Biomedical and Visualization Program.
Thank you, Dr. Fiola. It's my honor to introduce the graduates of the Master of Science in Biomedical Visualization, the 98th year in our program's history. Julia Gale Benden. Okay, that's good. Go. You can go. Danny Elise Berge. Josh Beards. Alexandria Louise Cook. Caitlin David. Ryan B. Arrett. Nicole Janine Ethan. Casey Lee Gar. Zhaowen Lua. Caroline Maria Mansur. Sarah Daniel Mienka. Sharia Ojit Oak. Make sure I did your first name right. Lauren Catherine Price. Sarah Maureen Quadracki. Lisa Ann Rivette. Isabel Romero Calvo. Alexia Marie Sylvie Schill. Ariana Priscilla Saleja. And Logan McKenna Y. Now it's my pleasure to introduce the Faculty Marshal for the Graduate Program in Health Informatics, Dr. Miriam Isola.
It's my pleasure to introduce the candidates for the Masters of Science in Health Informatics. Tina Agarwal. Alushe Akinwale. Kenneth Monsanto Aranis. Maria Cristina Donade Bernardino. Jenna Catherine Kabler. Shwatha Chaurasia. Bridget Lee DeLewis. Audria Dotson. Jellico Eusebio Jr. Danita Shrikant Galvez. Arthur Gafargas. Aditya Joshi. John Jacob Linkus. Gary Luo. Marco Abdallah Naguib. Tariq Nakuda. Kevin James Osborne. Rashad Pani. Informatics concentration in health data science. Donadia Rasmussen. Robin Dawn Ryder. It is my pleasure to introduce the candidate for Postmaster Certificate in Health Informatics. Catherine Louise Pearson Levine. Stephen Musial. Albert Lin. Monica M. Perez. It's my pleasure to introduce the Marshal for the Health Information Management Programs, Karen Patina.
And I'd like to present the candidate for the IBHE Post-Baccalaureate Certificate in Health Information Management. Solomon Abouad. And now I'd like to present the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Health Information Management, class of 2019. Iman Anwar, cum laude. Gabriela Arroyo. Mirza Beg, summa cum laude. Katie Marie Billick. Courtney M. Bryers. Cynthia Deep, cum laude. Brittany Annette Hollins. Tiara Hughes. Elena Ivanova. Ni Ban Kamel, cum laude. Rukia Khan. Madeline Larac. Yong Hong Nikki Lei, magna cum laude. Azima Mansouri, magna cum laude. Michael Vincent Miguel. Syed Yasser Mohammed. Sarah Nakura. Hajar Nazri, cum laude. Yumina Awad Nofal, magna cum laude. Sergio Orozco, cum laude. Ayush Shrestha, cum laude. Rhonda Suleiman, cum laude. Eric Tuan Tran. Marko Utvich. Samir Vahora. Jessica Vasquez, summa cum laude. Alia Vahora, magna cum laude. Abby Diak. Diana Aguilera. And now it gives me pleasure to introduce the department head for the Department of Disability and Human Development, Dr. Tamar Heller.
Welcome to all the graduates, and I have the pleasure of introducing Sarah Parker Harris, Director of Graduate Studies and Undergraduate Studies for the Department of Disability and Human Development.
Thank you. It is my pleasure to introduce the degree recipients for the Doctor of Philosophy in Disability Studies. Kristen Salkes, whose dissertation, Public Transportation Access and Community Participation for Latinx with Disability. Manako Yabi. Her dissertation on healthcare providers and deaf patients' perspectives on video remote interpreting, a mixed method study. It is my pleasure to introduce the degree recipients for the Master of Science in Disability and Human Development. Shannon Martino. Timotheus T.J. Gordon, Jr. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Bachelor of Science, the degree recipients for the Bachelor of Science in Disability and Human Development. Ainsley Lita Adike. Gabriela Almanda. Marisol Arredondo. Jacqueline Contreras, cum laude. Kevonte T. Grant. Rachel Marie Harris. Samantha Ann Metke. Andy Navarrete. Alexa Marie Munoz. Alan Joseph Sandoral, magna cum laude. Malette Walder Gabriel. Danielle Nicole Zivo, cum laude. It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Kelly Tapperton, Department Head for the Department of Kinesiology and Nutrition.
Thank you. And it is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Giamilla Fantuzzi as Marshal of Graduate Programs in Kinesiology and Nutrition.
And it is my pleasure to introduce the graduate for the Doctor of Philosophy in Kinesiology and Nutrition, Kelsey Nicole Diepman-Gabel, dissertation titled Time-Restricted Feeding Effect on Body Weight and Metabolic Disease Risk Factors. It's now my pleasure to introduce the graduates for the Master of Science in Kinesiology. Landon Burton, Rose Capone, Aditi Nitin Gupta, Harissa Marie Ledesma, Portia Dominique Lloyd, Lauren Michelle Spiro, Aaron Daniel Westbrook. And it's now my pleasure to introduce the graduates for the Masters of Science in Nutrition. Jessica Foley, Lila Shamaile, Malik Ismail Stewart, and Dr. Barbara Deal. And it's now my great pleasure to introduce the one and only Dr. John Edward Cum Lilly, Marshal for the undergraduate program in kinesiology.
Are you ready?
You are.
Good evening. This is the kinesiology bit right now. So, as the Chancellor said, you're a little quiet. Remember what UIC stands for some of us is unity, inclusion, and community. So let's show that a little bit tonight if we can. Is that okay by you? Is that okay by you? All right. Let's get underway here. And like you know, we have students from great Chicago neighborhoods. Here's one of them right now. Jaslyn Amber Marie Aguiar. That's a good start. Hardest working busboy in Chicago. Daniel Aguilar. Keep coming, folks. Kevin Sean Makoti Aguilar. Won a title. Zarbab Ahmed, cum laude. It's all right. You're going to be okay. Jose Edgardo Advincula Ancheta, magna cum laude. Love the bling. Thank you. Nikki. Nicole Arias. Thank you. Veronia Adele Bahura, cum laude. Courtney Marie Ban, summa cum laude. Thank you. Janice Abao. There's only 109 left. Lindsay Marie Balin. Good job. All right, Benson Posse. Brittany Renee Benson. Thank you. Aman Kumar Badwaj, cum laude. Sebastian K. Bilecki. Pura vida. Richard Xavier Blackman. Thank you. Miguel Angel Briones.
right. Alison Joyce Broad, summa cum laude. Outstanding gymnast for the Flames. Laura M. Burgos. Enjoy it. Jennifer Barrera. Ariana S. Carrillo Ortega, magna cum laude. The first of cousins, Melissa Chaka. Stephanie Chaka. Brenda Chan. Love your shoes. Andrea Chaveria. Joel Cholampel. Tuan Fraga de Costa, summa cum laude. Catherine M. Crabb. Go Flames. Yes, you're looking hard. Alexander Michael D. Lindsay. All right. Lindsay Brooke Delafeld. Sami Mohammed El Mouti, summa cum laude. Jean-Paul G. Faberbear, magna cum laude. Future perfume maker. Joseph D. Fredrickson. Go Flames. Three-time Horizon soccer winner with the UIC Flames, Nesta Garcia. Gina George, magna cum laude. Angelo Giannoni, magna cum laude. Good noise. Jose Martin C. Gibbe, cum laude. Alexander Van Leerden Gin. Megan Marie Grill, summa cum laude. I was there at the beginning, I'm here at the end. Kiana J. Henry. Fadi Ibrahim. Awesome, thank you. Basira Otede Ajobi Ejinla. Thank you. Catherine Janowski, cum laude. Well done, mate. Paulo Francisca Tuvera Jimenez. Natalia Kabirova, summa cum laude. Charles R. Kenneth. Well done, mate. There it is. Scott Tyler Kearns. Maurice Anthony Kendall II. All right. This guy's had a great semester. Camille Kesek, cum laude. Bishoy Ahmad Khalil. Antonia Gospodinova. All right. Thank you. Ala Al Khalifa. Brian He Kim. Thank you. Elizabeth Hope Kohout. Hey. Ashley Lynette Cookter, cum laude. Thank you, Ronnie. Thank you. Can I have your thing? Jesse Allen Kurth, right here. Maura Elizabeth Lacey. How you doing, mate? You okay? Yep. All right. Francisco Matthew Leon, cum laude. Hi. Congratulations. Matthew Lowe. Ruby Lopez. All right, Jessica, look at you. Jessica Brittany Luna. Thank you. Chanel de los Santos Mahala. All right, man, looking very cool. Adnan Mada. Cassia Maxim. Maciej Markowitz. Thank you. Wesley Manuel Martinez Castro. Hi, Sarah. Sarah Elizabeth McCann, future officer. Hi. Elena Grace Menendez. All right. Chris Jeffrey Mihulet, magna cum laude. Good job. Marcus Montes, cum laude. Hello. Yara Musa. Thomas Navarro. Keep the energy up, folks. That's right. Maimuna Neha. Fabio Nunez, magna cum laude. Mario Esteban Nunez. Great job. Anna Angelica D. Panganiban. Thank you. Vincent Paul Parisi, cum laude. Victoria Mary Payne, cum laude. Hello. Janine Peterson. Jacob Adam Petrosky. Good attitude. Sylvia Ramsey. All right. Sajida Razik. How you doing, mate? Eric Sinetra. How you doing, mate? Good, how you doing? Good to see you. Well done. Thank you. Jordan M. Reeder. Hello, mate. Jason Rodriguez. Daniela Rubio. Ariana Sahagan. Ruben Thomas Salcedo. Well done, mate. Well done. Okay. Christian Day Del Mundo Sampson. Alexis Santoyo Torres. Luis Secor. Hey, Gabby. All right. Gabriela Serrano, cum laude. Hello. Kayla Lane Zizuka, cum laude. Joma Balehole Solis, magna cum laude. Jenna Ray Squilo. Hello, mate. Shiraz Saeed, cum laude. Thank you. Sabrina Tomasini. Hi. Cassandra Torres Riboya. So happy. Jeremy Sang, magna cum laude. Hi. Maria Anna Turi. Hi. Rensmark D. Ballesteros, magna cum laude. Thank you. Elizabeth Vasquez Madnez. Thank you. Nice chords. Andres Velasquez Camacho, cum laude. Keith G. Vergara, cum laude. Hold on. Thank you. It's just water, folks. Minor G. Villatoro. Hello, mate. Brandon Vivas, magna cum laude. Thank you. Monica Vlodkovsky. Well done, mate. Elton Daniel Wogba. David Bush, cum laude. This guy looks like he's going to do a hit on me. Magda I. Zaidan. Okay. Magdalena S. Zavalova. Stephanie Lee. Hi. Tina Van. Matthew Urban. Good job. Emily Wetzel. Go Flames. That's great. Everybody's so happy. Huh? Andy Jimenez. Well, I said everybody. Hossam Bader. Ahmed M. Bader. You know, when you're in the fire, you wish for the wind. And maybe that's what we are as Flames, huh? The fire. It's my pleasure to introduce my excellent colleague, Kirsten Strawn, to introduce the Bachelor of Science in Nutrition. Kirsten. Thank you.
It is my joy and honor to introduce the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Nutrition. Cassandra L. Barnes, Alicia Garcia Burke, Melanie Taylor Eisen, Nicolette Cassie, Scott Lyons, Elizabeth Maria de Los Angeles Pereda Canchola, cum laude. Yu Gyong Song, summa cum laude. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Yolanda Suarez Balcazar, Department Head for the Department of Occupational Therapy.
Good evening. Congratulations, class of 2019. It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Joy Hamel, the Marshal for the Doctor in Occupational Therapy.
Good evening, everyone. It's my pleasure to introduce the graduates for the Doctor of Occupational Therapy. Amy Renee Early. Megan Marie Wynn. Andrea Elise LaFleur. Brianna Lee Regao. Emily Keating. It is my pleasure to introduce the Marshal for the Masters of Science in Occupational Therapy, Dr. Jenica Lee.
It is my pleasure to introduce the degree recipients for the Master of Science in Occupational Therapy. Most of the graduates in the class of 2019 were unable to join us because they were on field work. We are glad that these graduates are here to represent their class. LaQuisha Cummins. Maisha Yvette Hansbrough. Lena Ali Ode. Ricardo Daniel Ramirez. And Allison Kaseen Yum. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Ross Arena, Department Head for Physical Therapy.
Good evening, everyone. It's my pleasure to introduce the Marshal for the Doctorate of Physical Therapy program, Dr. Gay Girolami.
Thank you, Dr. Arena. Good evening. It's my pleasure to introduce to you the graduating class of the Doctor of Physical Therapy program. Anthony Abonado, Lucas Beltran, Christiana Berlini, Corinne Sharon Busby, Aldwin Cabalfin. David Dennis Castillo, Emily Elizabeth Chase, Karina Colbert, Chris Dapitan, Jessie Louise Eckersberg. Micah Velasco Esgara, Cole Williams Evans, Spencer Fang, Caitlin Darrow Fromneck, Alexis Helen Funk. Haley Jo Habercorn, Gina Marie Kerr, Jessica Eileen Kerr, Daniel Arthur Lankenow, Annalise Larson. Emily Larson, Nicole Marie Lisak, Paige Elizabeth Lincecum, Daniel Edward Littmer, Melissa Mancini. Elizabeth Grace Maurin, Amanda Montbriand, Lydia Catherine Moore, Ramsey Nazi Nakul, Stephen Lawrence Norda. Ryan Edward Pulaski, Olivia Perosi, Brittany Nguyen Din Pham, David Alexander Prentice, Christina Kwan. Caitlin Christine Richards, Celeste Marie Robinson, Catherine Ann Rudnicki, Alicia Rybyarczyk, Michelle Lynn Schultz. Katarzyna Smirnov, Samantha Steemack, Brian Upham, Lauren N. Velker, Natasha Wadwa. Daniel Newman Waller, Claire Louise Weidman, Michael M. Vicesane, Sophia Zephyr, Alex John Zapavinia. Diana Zhang, Cecilia Zhang, It is my honor to introduce to you Dr. Alexander Aruen, Director of the Graduate Programs in Rehabilitation Sciences.
Thank you, Dr. Girolami. Good evening. It's my pleasure to introduce the recipient of the Doctor of Philosophy degree in Rehabilitation Sciences. Yiru Wang. The thesis title, Task-Specific Sleep and Sleep Perturbation Training in Healthy Common Community Dwelling Older Adults. Advisor, Dr. Tanvi Bhatt. Now it's my pleasure to introduce the graduates from the Master Program in Rehabilitation Sciences. Adalu Ademilu. Khalid Al-Sayed. Sakshi Chavan. Aluwayomi Amasebi. Kavya Patel. Rudri Purohit. Shadhali Savant. Jenny Trujillo. It's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Demetra John, Marshall for Bachelor Degree in Rehabilitation Sciences.
It is truly, truly my honor to present the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Rehabilitation Sciences. Myra Alarcon Fernandez. Jessica Brazano. Edward Da Silva. Melanie Therese Davis, cum laude. Dylan A. Damayuga. Katrina Rose Kabwai Gorospi. Ellen Howe, cum laude. Catherine Ann Hoppy, summa cum laude. Taylor Joy Jurassic. Yumin Kao. Alexis R. Laird, magna cum laude. Carolyn Levy, cum laude. Sarah May, magna cum laude. Michelle Chu Moy, cum laude. Jennifer O. Oladani. Kevin Brian O'Neill. Disha Patel. Brina Nguyen Phan. Julie Quigley. Asha Rao, cum laude. Edward John Ruellen Raya. Michaela Recchia. Dominique Richards. Marissa Mary Roman. Alan Joseph Satterall, magna cum laude. Julia Maria Santiago. Ryan Slater. Jesse Soto Gutierrez. Kelvin Toluwalasha Soemi. Congratulations. Jeffrey Tan, cum laude. Trisha A. Thomas. Elizabeth Ting, cum laude. Jessica Susanna Vasquez, magna cum laude. Samantha Villanueva. Mel Trisha A. Wu.
Oh my God. Oh, I love you so much.
We have to do a hug break, sorry. Ovi Zidremten, summa cum laude. John Marovich. Derek Antoine Helen Guerin. Min Tran. Carly Hicks. And Roop Vashi.
I think all the graduates deserve one more round of applause. I'm now pleased to introduce Mr. Eric Paul Meredith for the Tassel Switch ceremony. Eric is the current president of the Applied Health Science College Alumni Association. He's a U.S. Navy veteran and a 3-time alum at UIC. His degrees includes a Bachelor of Information Science from the College of Business, Masters of Nutrition from the College of Applied Health Sciences, and Master of Education in Youth Development from the College of Education. He currently works at the United States Department of Agriculture as a regional nutritionist for the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, better known as SNAP.
So I'd like to congratulate the graduates again. A round of applause, please. So before I begin the Tassel Switch ceremony, I'd like to acknowledge some of the AHS alumni board members that are present here today and thank them for our participation in the ceremony. With the AHS alumni board officers and members present today, rise if you are able. Please give them a round of applause, please. Thank you, Gideon. So graduates, I am honored to lead our undergraduate class in a venerable tradition that signals your transition from degree candidate to alumnus of the University of Illinois at Chicago. Will the Bachelor of Sciences degree candidates please rise if you're able? You guys on the grad cam? Cool, we didn't have that when I graduated. Great addition. So now, please move your mortarboard tassel from right to left. On behalf of the Alumni Board of the college, I'm pleased to welcome you to our ranks. A round of applause, please. Let's give it up. All right. You may be seated. Congratulations again to the AHS class of 2019. Thank you.
And we hope all of you Bachelor of Science candidates and now alumnus that you'll come back and get as many degrees as Eric. We now move to the presentation of honors and awards. Many of our graduating students have been recognized this year by the university, their departments, or professional organizations for achievements in scholarship, leadership, and service. Students have been recognized at award ceremonies over the last several weeks, and we would like to acknowledge a few of these recipients today. I'm pleased to announce this year's recipients of the Achievement Award, which is given to one student from each program, selected by the faculty based on their overall academic performance and their potential for becoming an outstanding practitioner in their field, who have demonstrated leadership or provided service to the campus or their profession. These awardees were recognized at a special reception last week and were presented with a plaque in acknowledgement of their achievements. Graduates, when I call your names, please rise if you're able and remain standing. Audience, we ask that you hold your applause until all the student names are read. From the Biomedical Visualization Program, Nicole Ethan. From the Disability Studies Program, Alexa Owen. From the Masters of Science in Disability and Human Development, Timotheus Gordon. From the Bachelor of Science in Disability and Human Development, Alan Sadgerall. From the Health Information Management Program, Gabriela Arroyo. From the Kinesiology Movement Science Concentration, Allison Broad. From the Kinesiology Exercise Science and Health Promotion Concentration, Courtney Ban. From Nutrition Master of Science Coordinated Program, Chloe Kreber. From the Nutrition Bachelor of Science Coordinated Program, Tran Hyun. From the Nutrition Science Program, Cassandra Barnes. From the Doctor of Occupational Therapy Program, Andrea LaFleur. From the Master of Science in Occupational Therapy Program, Amy Early. From the Doctor of Physical Therapy Program, Caitlin Framneck. From the PhD Program in Rehabilitation Sciences, Yuri Wang. From the Master of Science in Rehabilitation Sciences, Rudri Purohit. From the Bachelor of Science in Rehabilitation Sciences, Owi Drimtin. Now please give them a nice round of applause. Please be seated. Now I would like to present the Dean's Award. It's my favorite award to announce because it's a surprise to the recipient. The Dean's Award is given to an outstanding graduating student who has given significant service to the college and been active in the UIC community while maintaining a strong academic record. This year, I'm delighted to present the 2019 Dean's Award to Michelle Moy. Michelle, join me at the podium. Michelle is graduating today with a Bachelor of Science in Rehabilitation Sciences and a minor in Disability and Human Development. She's been an active member of the AHS community and a strong advocate for improving services and access to resources for students across the college. She currently serves as the president of the AHS Student Council and is the president and founder of the Rehabilitation Sciences Club. Michelle continuously strives to find ways to engage and connect our students, faculty, and staff. She recently led an effort to develop a mentoring program for our current students, as well as hosting our first annual AHS Mixer to provide an opportunity for faculty, staff, and students across the college to meet and socialize. Michelle is also selected to present her research on the development of health rehabilitation in mainland China, from traditional Chinese medicine to modern Western rehabilitation, at the prestigious Human Development Conference at the University of Notre Dame earlier this spring. Michelle, I'm proud to present you the College of Applied Health Sciences Award as the 2019 Dean's Award. And now, you can put that back. You can grab it on your way back. The reason she's putting this back is she will now be presenting the teaching awards on behalf of the student body.
Good evening, everyone. As Dean Fernhall mentioned, my name is Michelle Moy. I'd like to begin to acknowledge the service of our Student Council officers and members present today. Would the AHS Student Council officers and members present today please stand? I am excited to be here today to announce 2 faculty awards selected by the AHS student body. We would not be here today without the outstanding teachers and mentors we have had along the way. So we want to personally say thank you to all of the outstanding faculty in the UIC College of Applied Health Sciences. Thank you. Each year, the AHS Student Council presents an award to the recipients of the Excalibur Award for Teaching Excellence. This award is given to one faculty member from each department, chosen from nominations made by the graduating students of that unit. The Excalibur Award is presented to teachers who are role models in their professions, who provide encouragement for learning in the classroom or clinical setting, who help guide students in the achievement of their goals, and who are supportive of the students' individual efforts. Faculty Excalibur Award recipients were recognized over the past 2 weeks in their classrooms and department events, but we would like to take a moment to acknowledge these outstanding faculty here today. Faculty, please rise if you are able as I call your name. Audience, please hold your applause until all names have been announced. From the Biomedical Visualization Program, Samantha Bond. From the Health Informatics Program, Eric Swirsky. From the Health Information Management Program, Lois Hitchcock. From the Disability and Human Development Program, Catherine Caldwell. From the Kinesiology Program, Vered Arbel. From the Nutrition Program, Angela Kong. From the Occupational Therapy Program, Ashley Stoffel. From the Physical Therapy Program, Richard Severin. And from the Rehabilitation Sciences Program, Rushi Hasnan. Congratulations to our 2019 Excalibur Award for Teaching Excellence recipients. Great teachers are the heart of a great university. The University of Illinois at Chicago annually recognizes and honors its great teachers. Recipients of the Silver Circle Award for Teaching Excellence are selected by our students. With this award, the students of UIC honor those who have taught us with distinction. I'm honored to present the Silver Circle Award to the following distinguished member of the faculty. The 2019 Silver Circle recipient for Applied Health Sciences is Dr. John Kumlili. Professor Kumlili, will you please join us at the podium? To his kinesiology students, Dr. Kumlili is a dedicated, real, and passionate teacher. In their nominations of him, his students wrote that Dr. Kumlili is a great mentor and expects his students to think outside the box. He always says he's on our team or here for us, and he really means it. Dr. John has an ability to relate to his students and inspire us to reach our potential. He is genuinely interested in his students and shows how much he cares. He is innovative in his teachings and always helps us apply what we are learning to the real world. Professor Kumlili, on behalf of your students, I am pleased to present you with the Silver Circle Award for Teaching Excellence.
I'm now pleased to introduce Menaki Yabi to deliver today's student's address. Menaki is graduating with a PhD degree in disability studies. When she first arrived at UIC, she recognized the need for emergency texting services on our campus and proposed the idea for a campus safety app. In 2016, the UIC Police launched the UIC Rave Guardian app, now the new UIC Safe app. Menaki has been involved with training programs in the College of Medicine to support healthcare providers to better serve patients with disabilities. She has made a significant impact during her time here at UIC, and we know she will continue to make an impact as she moves on to her professional career. Menaki is recognized as an emerging professional and a true leader, and she exemplifies the very best of AHS. All of these reasons make her the perfect representative of the class of 2019. Graduates, please welcome one of your own, Menaki Yabi.
My journey to the University of Illinois at Chicago has been like a tiny dandelion seed that was trying to grow on a paved street. This dream began at the age of 9. I thought, I want to go to university in America. But of course, keeping my tiny dream alive was not easy. I was born deaf. I am an international student. I am a minority woman. I use English and American Sign Language as my non-native languages. I have faced innumerable barriers: communication, language, race, gender, socioeconomic, all of these compounded by deaf stigma. Through the years, my dream was nearly burned. My dream was nearly frozen. My dream was nearly taken. My dream was nearly crushed. But still, my dandelion seed was wandering and trying to find the right place to settle down. 5 years ago, I finally found UIC. My dandelion seed took root and began to grow. In the beginning, I was so excited to learn, study, and explore this new world. At the same time, I was overwhelmed with so many things, balancing my work, school, and personal life. I worried about my future career and where I would go after graduation. Thankfully, with my family's support, I have been allowed to keep this 22-year dream alive. I am grateful. So I decided to write a poem to express my sincere thanks to them. It has gone unpublished. I wanted to translate my poem into sign language, so I translated it into ASL, yet I felt unsatisfied. I wanted to translate my poem into dance, so I did. But again, I felt this was still not enough. I wanted to publish my poem in my thesis. Finally, so I incorporated it into my dissertation. But no, I thought it was done, but it wasn't. Why? Three months ago, when I passed my thesis defense, my interpreter gave me a small gift. This necklace has a real dandelion seed inside. On that very same day, the email about this commencement speaker audition arrived. Amidst the excitement of it all, I almost forgot the most important part: sharing my poem with you, President Colleen, Chancellor Amarides, Dean Fernhall, and other university officials, faculty, my fellow students, and you, the class of 2019. Tonight, I would like to share it with you. My dream is like a dandelion that finally blooms on a stone street. Dandelion seeds fell on the earth. When a seed fell on the icy road, it was too cold to take root. My dream was frozen. When a seed fell on the dry road, it was too hot to take root. My dream was burned. When a seed fell on the rocky road, it was too bumpy to settle. My dream was eaten by a bird. When a seed fell on the side road, it was too risky to settle. My dream was crushed by a human foot. When the last seed fell on the soft road, my dream finally grew and blossomed. My dream has not just one dandelion seed. My dandelion has hundreds of seeds, each filled with my dream. Watch them fly. 1, 2, 3. Ready? Congratulations, I can see that my seeds are in you as well. Together our seeds have blossomed and multiplied. Even though we may not feel ready, our seeds are ready and we are prepared to fly. Congratulations, class of 2019.
Before my closing remark, we have a word up here that was forgotten. Thank you, family and friends, for sharing this special day with our graduates and the college. I'd like to thank the Ashbury Brass Quintet for providing our music today under the direction of Charles Schuchat, our distinguished guest speakers, and the UIC administrators present here today, the arena staff and my college staff for their assistance and participation in this event. A very special thanks goes to the AHS Commencement Committee and to Elaine Nicholas for serving as the coordinator for our college commencement this year. I have two brief announcements. Please remain seated until the processional is completed, and I hope you join me at the college reception in the Student Services building across the street after the ceremony. Staff will be outside to direct guests to the reception. Guests can meet graduates at the reception. No graduates will remain in this building. Banner carriers, please come forward and retrieve your banners. Best wishes to all of our graduates, and enjoy this special day.